Hey folks, welcome back. It's our first day to break 80 degrees. So the bees are really excited and so am I. Because that means honey's just around the corner and swarming is almost over with. Not much longer. So what we're gonna do today is, y'all can see I got this hive here. That's actually a hive that I split from blue. So that's the queen and 3 or 4 frames of brood bees. And then I got some food in there and then some empty frames. I'm gonna set it up over here and I'm gonna put some nukes on it. I'm gonna make some splits out of the dark colored hive. I'm gonna remove the queen, let them make swarm cells, and then I'm gonna make more splits off of that. And then we'll reintroduce the queen later on, probably after. I'm gonna try to do it before honey, but it's probably gonna be after or during the honey flow. You can already tell how aggressive they are. They ain't happy with me being in here, that's for sure. I was going to find the queen, see how she's doing, make sure she's still laying, because this is the hive from over there. This is the rather aggressive hive, I should say. Alright, here's our brood. I can tell it's brood because there's bees all over it. Oh, she's got this laid up everywhere. I mean everywhere. Nicely done. She's got larvae and eggs all over this. Y'all can't see nothing, can you? Yeah, so she's got larvae and eggs all over that one. So this is actually a new frame so this is a new frame. And she's got eggs laid all up in there. And she's even got some, see, these are all eggs too, but they've turned into larvae. So they've got them filled with a little bit of royal jelly. Nice. So we'll just lay this one back in there for now. Open this one up, see what they got in this one. She's got brood in here, be emerging soon. See if we can find the queen. I've seen a lot of eggs, so I know she's in here and she's laying. I mean, it's not necessary to find her, but I'm here. Might as well check her out. And there she is, on a frame of nectar. That's odd. Actually, that's probably sugar syrup. Yep, and we found her. She's got eggs, she's laying good. So we're just gonna close these girls right on back up. This super's got a little bit of honey in it. But my main concern right now is I don't want these girls to swarm without me catching them. Because I want all these swarm cells. What we're gonna do is smoke them up. Pull it back. Yep, and I just busted like a whole bunch of swarm cells. I kind of figured I would. Alright, so we're gonna take this queen out. Make us a good split off of her. Yeah, there's a lot of bees in here. And these girls are primed for swarming. They've got swarm cells everywhere. Yep, I just busted most of them open, but they still got, that one's closed, that one's closed. Yeah, I busted a bunch of these. And I would have busted them either way. We're gonna find the queen in here. Alright, so change of plans. We're gonna split brown. Probably gonna have to split white. Blue's already been split, and I'm gonna probably have to split one of these. So I took the bricks out from under that one. She don't have very many foragers, so I'm just gonna move her over there. And those foragers, they're full. Their honey crop is full, so they'll be full of honey. So they'll be able to find them a new place to stay. So I'm not worried about those girls. It's kind of like if somebody come into your house and didn't really want to rob you, but they're not really welcome, but they've got food. What are you gonna do? Turn them away? Absolutely not. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this little area right here. It's kind of wet over here, but it's not too bad. So we're just gonna sit them right beside this tree. And unfortunately, I don't really have a top. I'll put them in this nuke for right now. Put them in some bigger stuff later, but it'll work for right now. We're gonna go through there and find our queen, move her over here. I want some emerging brood. I want all ages of brood. Because if I don't get emerging, she won't have foragers. And by the time I come back to this hive to make it a 10 frame, I want them to be busting out of this thing. Because they won't make no more swarm cells. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through here and find her. Not a lot of honey up there. But the main reason for that is they've used a lot of that honey to create swarm cells. Because they use that honey and pollen, mix it up in their stomach and in their hypopharyngeal gland to create royal jelly. So all we're looking for right now is the queen. I don't care about nobody else. I know we're going to have swarm cells in here. So we've already confirmed that. Lots of bees. Lots and lots of bees. So this is a good one of honey and nectar. So we're going to take it. So they got food. And now I want to find one of pollen. And that was a honey frame. So I know there's no. All right, here's one of pollen. That's a good one of pollen. Bee bread. Lots and lots of bee bread. So we're going to put this one over here on the other side of the frames. Now we're going to get 3 frames with her on it of brood and stuff like that. I want all ages because I want them to start emerging like immediately. So this is a lot of larvae, bee bread, nectar. She's coming here and laid a little bit. And there's some emerging brood. But these have swarm cells on them. So we're just going to make sure the queen's not on here. That ain't good. Drop that thing. So we're going to go ahead and smoke these girls because they ain't going to be happy. Alright, let's not try to drop one this time. She definitely hasn't swarmed yet. I mean, these are capped, but she's in here, and I can tell because of how many bees are in here. I mean, y'all can see why I'm making another hive out of this one. Because I just dropped these bees, and they're still not bothered by me. This is an absolutely gorgeous frame right here. I'll bring it to y'all and let y'all see it. This frame right here is just beautiful. You can see it's just brood all over that frame. That's a beautiful pattern. A little bit of nectar in there, but nonetheless, we're going to take this frame so there's no queen cells. And we don't want to knock the bees off of this one because we want these nurse bees. All these bees that are on here are nurse bees. A little bit of pollen in here, so good, really good. So no queen cells on this one either. And since they just capped this, I'm going to take this one, and then I'm going to take one with, because it's got larvae on it. Then I'm going to find one with maybe some eggs in it or something, and her, because I want to get her in here. Oh, there she is. I found her. Any queen cells on this one? No queen cells. She's got some couple of spots to lay, not a whole lot. She's gonna lay on that back side. So we're gonna put this one on, but we're gonna flip it around so she heads back towards the middle. But she's right here. Got her. We're gonna give these a couple days, and we're gonna come back and pull these cells out of here because I'm trying to build some nuke boxes. Having some trouble with my saw, but we're gonna build some nuke boxes, and by the time those queens emerge, we're gonna have some boxes for them to go into. I got some JZBZ protectors for them. Actually a kind of young drone. I don't know if it's flyable yet. So that's a drone. You can tell because it's got really big eyes. But I don't know. Yeah, his flight muscles ain't strong enough yet to get him flying. You can see he just flies up. See his flight muscle. That's why he couldn't fly back in the hive. But yep, that's a drone. All right, so let's check the bottom first. Actually, let's just pull a frame out to prevent us from breaking all these queens up. Let's just pull out a frame. Oh, and they got a queen cell. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so we do have queen cells. There's some right there. They're polishing them out, filling them up with royal jelly. So we got this queen right here. I really don't know how I want to go about doing this, because she's on a frame with cells. So This has got some emerging brood. Yeah, this has got emerging brood. So we're gonna take this one. All right, you shouldn't be doing this with gloves, but I've got enough hives to where it's not going. I'm okay with doing this, because if I need to make another queen, I will. She's gonna go on that frame. Yep, she went down on that frame. Okay, beautiful. So, there she is now. Where'd she go? Yep, right there on the top of that frame. See her? So she'll move over. So for right now, let's just put her over there like this. Just put her close. We're gonna put this one back because it's got swarm cells on it. So now we've got larvae coming out. Now we need some honey, some food of some sort. And I really would like some emerging bees. But that one got a frame of, that one's got a swarm cell on it. This one's got some nectar, swarm cells, lots of swarm cells. Nectar, so we're gonna leave this one. So these are emerging. You can tell they're emerging because when you have a queen that has a good laying pattern, all this will be filled up. But what's happening now is these cells that are still closed up, they're the ones that were laid last. All the ones that are open was laid first. So they're starting to emerge. If we'd have came here a week ago and looked at all of this frame, you would see this whole entire frame look just like these closed cells. But they've been polished, they'll be cleaned. You can see on the inside there's no eggs or larvae. If there was larvae in there, they would just be capping these cells. So that's how you can kind of tell. I knew we were gonna have queen cells in the brown one and the white one. Definitely the brown one. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to split them. Now I finally get to. We actually busted a few cells up, but they still have some complete cells. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give them like 3 days. Hopefully I can get back on my next day off and open it up and get whatever queen cells are full, pull them out, and I'm gonna make some nuke boxes like you see there. That you can see the top on that one is kind of curved. I need to get a brick so I can sit on it. But because the bees can get in and out there, and bees will start robbing if you leave it like that. So for the time being, that's gonna be like an emergency hive. There's nothing in there now, but it's a swarm catcher along with this one up here. But it's also like if I come here and one of these two are getting ready to swarm, I ain't got to run back home and grab stuff. I got a box with some frames in it already, and I can just throw them over there. I don't know what honey's gonna look like this year. I should have made these splits earlier so I had time for the other queen, the old queen that I split, which are these two hives, to build up enough brood to make some honey. I don't know. That's one thing about doing this for honey is the bees swarm, they go off, get mated, come back. She starts laying, and by the time she starts laying, it's going to be 21 days after that before those eggs start to emerge, and they're going to start out as nurse bees. So hopefully the forager bees that I have now, or the nurse bees that I have now, will grow to foragers once there's no brood in there, because there's going to be sort of a brood stop, brood break, I guess is what they call it. And that's where the queen's going off and get mated. All those bees are finishing developing and emerging. And anyways, long story short, I'm hoping that brown and white will get mated, come back, and they'll have a large group of foragers that are being laid now, or that were just laid. But we'll see. We'll see. We can only hope. We can only hope. So these two hives, I'm not even going to check pink and white, pink and yellow, because I just put that pink box on top. Blue hive here, they didn't have any swarm cells. They had cups, no swarm cells. Sorry about that. And then this one, she's small, she's growing, she's taking her time, but I'm going to end up requeening all of these with either brown or yellow, brown or white, because both of their brood patterns look good. The bees are very calm. I worked both of those hives. I even dropped a frame in the brown hive, and they flew off for a minute and went right back in. None of them, you know, went for my face. They love the microphone, the blue light on the microphone. They love it, the blue hive does. So that's where we're at right now. We should get some good honey out of these two as long as neither one of them swarms. But I do want to kind of redo this area. That down there is a really low spot. I may end up moving it over here. Actually, I need to do that now before they start moving, because it's a really low spot right there. I don't like how low it is. Really wet right in front of the hives. Let's do that. I'm gonna move these. All right, good to go. A little bit higher up there. I like that better. That spot down there is kind of low. I don't want my bees down there. It's all wet. I'll be sloshing around down there. Might not be able to get to them. And if I get any more, I'll put them over here. That'll do for now. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. Thank y'all for watching. Comment, subscribe, like the video if you enjoy this content. See you in the next one.